best friend got a boyfriend. Said he pretty cute and he wanna be your husband. Get a ring, but one knee, boy. Don't just talk about it, better walk it out, boy. Everybody got that ring by spring, yeah. Graduating in my rest degree. Gonna get dressed up, gonna stand by your side. And I'm probably gonna cry. But I stay single, team single. And it ain't cause I don't wanna mingle. One day, I'll be riding with my babe, babe. But today, I'll be singing with my girls, singing with my ladies. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. Not gonna settle for the less and the best, no. My daddy taught me better than that. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. Dear boy with a real nice face, you gotta understand that ain't all it takes. Get the card up, pay for the food, yup. I promise you my daddy won't be very rude, yeah. I lock this heart with a key from the king. You better talk to him if you wanna talk to me. He'll love you like no other, no need to be a stunner. He working on you and he working on this daughter. He said one day I'll be riding with my babe, babe. But today I'll be singing with my girls, singing with my ladies. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. Not gonna settle for the less and the best, no. My daddy taught me better than that. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. And he will stay by my side through the good and bad and the darkest night. I know he will be a dream come true. So I will wait for as long as it takes. And my mama said that it's worth the wait when I meet the one that I give my heart to. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Yeah. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. Not gonna settle for less than the best, no. My daddy told me better than that. All the girls with no ring on their hand gonna wait it out, cause we can, yes we can. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
News, interviews, and laughter. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Yeah, Reverb Live Show, Reverb Live Crew is in the building. DJ Rain.
Tracy the Professor.
King D3. All in the building for you, man. Can't wait to get to this episode. The month of love, the month of February is going down for you right now. We're going to talk about a bunch of love stuff. But let's check into the Reverb Live Crew, see what's going on with them this episode. Professor Tracy, what's up?
Do 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 do.
Oh, you got me. I thought you was going to do it with me. That's messed
Why
up,
she
bro.
left you?
Bro.
And she's the soprano.
Nah. That's
Oh,
wrong.
my goodness. Man, it was just Valentine's Day, y'all. And there was something that came to my mind. And I was like, man, let me ask the fellas what y'all think about this. So Valentine's Day comes around and everybody's doing stuff for their husbands, wives. A lot of guys are doing stuff for their booze, and they bet not forget it's Valentine's, whatever. A lot of dads do stuff for their daughters. It's so cute, like daddy-daughter dances.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what happens with sons? Do people do anything for sons?
That's a mighty
Do
question.
mothers do anything for sons? Do sisters do anything for their brothers? You know, things of that nature. So I was just trying to think, like, what happens with the boys? Is that another time for them to just work and do stuff to please somebody else, and they miss out on the benefit of being loved or receiving a card or whatever, unless they're in like grade school, right? So I was just thinking, like, what happens with the guys? What happens with the little boys?
Yeah.
Not the older guys, you know, boys, or fellas, when you guys were younger, did you do Valentine's where you were receiving a whole bunch of Valentines? Or were you always thinking of, I need to get something for somebody?
So-and-so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember just getting things as a class. Like even my sons now, they get things as a class. Like everybody gives everybody something, whether it's a boy or a girl, and then that way they get something as well.
Yeah. Okay, and that's cool.
But there's nothing specific. And even when they get older, I'm not going to do a Valentine's for him. I'm not giving him a Valentine's.
But why not? See,
No.
that's my
I
point.
think that's the bigger point, because my mom did things, but I don't think it was just because, okay, she loves her kids.
Yeah.
But as far as like a rule or it's a situation where, you know what, this goes to the guys too, it wasn't necessarily that. You know, I don't think it's a written rule for every woman.
For every woman.
It don't matter who needs.
You see, you have
don't matter.
Valentine's Day with the girls.
Yep.
If you're single, the girls do something. But it's not no Broentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
what do the fellas do who are single? Do y'all get together? Like, or just young boys? And I'm thinking, like, does this play into the stereotype that guys don't need to receive love?
Right.
They just need to be hard and tough and make sure they give love.
Interesting.
You know, that's how I was picturing it. And I was just, I want to challenge people, because I'm thinking, like, man, when I have my sons, I want to do something for my sons just because I know that they need to have love just as much as our daughters do.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
What you mean? What you mean, Ray?
I guess we grew up not doing that, and so I'm not going to do that.
But that's what I'm saying. We grew up.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Boy, read your Bible. Go to the verse that say, "Thy love. If without love, you have nothing." There you go.
But you know what though? It's going to be. I'm not going to do something for him. I'm going to teach him to do something for mom.
But that's typical.
But that's what I'm saying.
typical.
That's okay. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Okay.
absolutely perfect. But what about how to receive love?
Yeah, you got a good point.
I'm
I
just
ain't gonna
saying.
hold you.
I'm just saying.
It's a good point.
Well,
she
we
had.
still do hugs and kisses.
And
But
that's cool.
That's year round. You
Yeah.
just don't get that on Valentine's Day or birthday. You get that year round.
I'm just saying, think
Right.
about it. Think about it.
I-
All
I-
my,
good
all our
point.
listeners
Good
out
point.
there,
I
think
see
about
your
it.
point. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good
better
point.
heed. Yes, you fall.
Also in the on Reverb Live show, we got my man King D3. D3, what's up?
Oh man, what? Don't awaken love before it's time, and don't get to talking before it's your time. Man, it's just Valentine. It's just a love scene and a hug for all.
What? Tell us what you do for your wife for Valentine's Day.
I didn't.
You didn't do
Not a thing.
whatever.
Not a thing.
Nobody believes that.
Well, that's why you got commercials. Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and come back. You know we gotta do this reverb word of the day, and I think do we have a Black History fact lined up for this next episode? But we do have a reverb word of the day.
Absolutely.
We got that. Let's dig into that a little bit deeper. AI the Anomaly is coming up right after this. The Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Hey, what's up? It's AI the Anomaly, and right now you are listening to the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Yeah. Hey. Aye. Is that the equipment? That's a canvas. She love love looking in his brown eyes, yeah. They been dancing on the cloud nine, yeah. He been keeping her up all night, yeah. Phone cuffing, it been long time, yeah. He be wondering if she lies, yeah. She be hoping that he keep it 100. He been looking for a wife like, yeah. She been praying that he upright, yeah. She follow God, that's a plus, right? Yeah. He look into her eyes, heard it right. Yeah. The sound of forever, him and her together. They both with the same questions, they be screaming out. Tell me, do you love me, you want me, keep me? Here's my hand, just bring me closer. My heart is open, this ring is closure. But baby, don't fail me. 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 Baby, don't fail me, yeah, yeah. Divorces at a high rate. Get together just to migrate. High stakes. Many couples lose faith in the mind state. That's why we keep a circle round. Got the ring gang. It's a whole lot of chasing this. Have grace. Stay away from face painters. That's fake. And tell me, what's your foundation? Is that safe? Either sand or your pavement. Which way? Gotta hustle for the change in you. Give space. This is God in the church, ain't it? So don't play. Better keep up the pace in this. Win race. Not many have been made for this. Some say this the beginning. Family be the key in it. Let go and be free in it. Together our goals, our flaws, our losses. Our soul, pray, push, go. Tell me, do you love me, you want me, keep me? Here's my hand, just bring me closer. My heart is open, this ring is closure. But baby, don't fail me. 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 Baby, don't fail me, yeah, yeah.
The saints in the east, because they can retreat when they're being persecuted by these Satanists.
The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip hop and R&B.
Reverb Live Show. Reverb Live Crew's in the building. DJ Rain.
Tracy the Professor.
KINGD3.
I thought you were going to say Tracy the Single Professor.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
We just start hubbing all month.
Oh, my goodness.
Hub all month. Just start putting your profile name out.
Oh, my
man.
goodness.
Yeah, so you may, she may swipe. Is it swiping right is good or swiping
Swiping right is good.
So right is good, left is not acceptable. Unacceptable.
Not this time.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Maybe next swipe. I catch you next swipe.
Yo, loving this live vibe, man. Yo, D, who's checking in? Who's checking in to the live show, yo?
Well, first of all, when I talk about these check-in, they checking in and they having a good time. We got Summer Donner, Sheena_B_encourage. We got Delight777 checking in. We got Melinda Watts checking in. I am Samantha Deer Steele.
Okay.
Listen, checking in heavy. We got DC Artez 323 and Nader Gator. Let's go.
People, we got a great show lined up for you. Got a lot of stuff we want to get to you, but we got to get to this Reverb word of the day. Professor Tracy, what you got?
We have Song of Solomon or Song of Psalms, songs, chapter 8, verse 4. But before I read this Reverb word of the day, we want to encourage all of our listeners out there to read at least one scripture verse a day. Just one.
Just one.
So, Song of Songs or Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 4 says, I want you to swear, O daughters of Jerusalem, do not arouse or awaken my love unless she pleases. Hashtag don't awaken love before it's time. Don't, based on whatever translation you read. Right. Y'all, there's a time for everything to happen. time for, you know, you to get a job. You know, it's time for
Let's start off there.
it's time, it's time for you to get saved, become a Christian,
Yeah.
get a foundation,
Okay.
get some substance in you. It's time. Sometimes it's time for you to just get your books, or like my dad used to say, when my mama told him to give me a talk about the boys, he said, "Learn your mats, learn your rats. Now rub around with a little picnic. Learn your mats."
I'm lost.
So what he was telling me, he was pretty much saying, get your books and don't play around with the boys.
okay. Yeah,
That's what he
yeah,
was trying to
for
say.
sure.
So anyway, there's a time for everything. There is a time if you are single, especially in this cuffing season, for you to keep yourself pure and holy and unstained from the ways of this world during this season.
Facts,
Or the
facts.
sins of this time. Don't awaken the love that you have to give to one man or men, one woman for the rest of your life until it's time for you to dedicate your life to that person.
Facts.
So that's all I'm saying. Don't awaken love before it's time. Watch what you watch on TV. Well, how you say? Be cautious about what you watch
Yeah.
on TV. Be cautious about what you listen to. Be cautious about what kind of conversations you're around.
Oh, I get it now, because those things could stir things up in you and make you just go forward and go fast.
Yeah.
And just jump into this thing early, awaking love
Yes.
too soon. Oh, why you ain't just say that?
You said it. You said it.
preach
The,
it.
the man of God said it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. And I know you guys, when you hear "Don't awaken love before it's time," there is something in you that you know that you probably shouldn't be involved in, shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And so I want to even talk about for married people. Don't awaken the love or a part of you that says, "Oh, it's okay for me to commit adultery. It's okay for me to have a side piece." Even if it's just for conversational purposes, and then your wife takes care of everything else, or your husband takes care of everything else, while a guy at work or at church is telling you some nice things in your ear. No, don't awaken that area.
Yeah.
You close that. You close that space
that
off.
door.
Only leave that area for one man and one woman, the person who you committed before God to. Don't awaken that door. I'm just saying. Don't knock on that door. Don't open it. Don't give nobody the key to it. Lock it. Clink, clink. Like Tyler Perry played. Clink, clink.
Right.
All right?
Matter of fact, this whole show, we're going to give you some tips on relationship pitfalls to look out for. That's for our single people out there. We got a lot of tips on that because we all been single before. And for our married people, there's a lot of pitfalls to watch out for while you're married, to stay married. And there's some things out there that will get you caught up.
Don't get trapped, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, because it's a lot of stuff out there that will happen, that could happen, and we don't want it to happen to you. So we're going to let you be aware of all those pitfalls.
And people will blame the pandemic. You know how everybody blaming the pandemic. Well, due to the pandemic, I had to get an extramarital affair. Due to the pandemic, I had to just kind of, hide with this other person in the corner
this
in
is
the
dope.
hotel.
And I love it when we do hide with what? Hide in the corner?
Yeah, at a hotel. I'm just saying.
She mean it too.
People don't know you. Everybody on lockdown. They're like, oh man, how is so and so doing?
Right.
They doing other things.
All right. Oh, I thought it was the married yacht. Oh, it's
Oh.
you was at the married yacht. Huh?
Oh yes. Did you say the
I know.
bars?
Let's go, man.
All right, y'all. So we're going to give you the Reverb top 10 ways to avoid pitfalls in your relationship, avoid pitfalls in your marriage. We'll get to that this whole entire episode. If you got some out there, please share them with the Reverb Live Show. If you're on our Facebook page, do a search for Reverb Live Show. Put your comments there. If you're on IG, put your comments there. And matter of fact, if you're on YouTube, check out our YouTube page right now. It's brand new. We just started. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so we can get 100 followers in one day. I don't know, in a week. Let's see if we can do that. But listen to that. Put your comments there. We want to hear from you. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Yeah, yeah.
happens every time. When I'm around you, when I'm around you, I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to talk to you and say, can you feel this, girl? Even though we're together, I still lose my cool and then my words get in the way. Oh, when I'm around you, I be stumbling over my feet, yeah. When I'm around you, my heart just skips a beat, yeah. When I'm around you, and I be mumbling over my words. When I'm around you, oh, I go crazy, crazy when I gotta get this game plan tight. Gotta make my next move right. Gotta do what I gotta do. I'm so into you, you got me open right now. I say cool, but inside I'm shaking. I'm talking every little step I'm taking. You're fine and we're fine, but in my mind, baby, I swear I refuse to get comfortable and lose the thing that made us fall in love. I think of the first time we met, girl, I'll never forget what I felt, yeah. I'll be stumbling over my feet, yeah. My heart just skips a beat. I'll be mumbling over my words. Oh, I'll go crazy, crazy when I'm
Okay,
around
one.
you.
Then comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. When I'm around you, girl, I only want more. What we got is timeless. I put you on a plane and fly you to the islands. I'm like, hey, who got my heart for forever? It's you. Who held me down, made me better? It's you. Was slipping in my eyes, had me tripping. I was living like I didn't recognize. It's a privilege, but true. Love is hard to find in this day and time. People lying, don't nobody want me tied down. But you got me on a roast for it. It's a rap, so you know I probably roll for it. Yeah, I'm old school like gazelles with the fat laces. I still believe the chivalry is that basic. I open up the door of my heart, let you in while my man Montel sing his part like.
I'm stumbling over my feet, yeah. My heart just skips a beat, yeah. I'll be mumbling over my words, yeah. Hey, I'll go crazy, crazy when I'm around you. I stumble, fall over my feet. My heart just skips a beat. Mumble all over my words. Hey, I'll go crazy, crazy when I'm around you. When I'm around you. When I'm around you. When I'm around you. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I'm around you. Around you, baby. Oh, I love you, baby. I love you, want you.
It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
Did you know that you could be part of our live podcast by texting your comments during our live show? It's easy. All you have to do is text 313131 with the message EZ Reverb. That's the letters E, then Z, and then the word Reverb. Join us live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ReverbLiveShow.com. Text your comments and we will read them live on the air. That's Reverb, echoing God's word to his people.
The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
Today, my new son and I threw a barbecue.
There were burgers and chicken.
I burnt everything. The burgers, the chicken, the salad.
They were delicious.
They were awful.
And then we had watermelon.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window, Mrs. Wakeham's window, Mrs. Wakeham's windshield, And then, somehow, my hand.
My hand! And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right!
It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I'm in almost every school busing classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
You don't seem to understand something.
The best urban gospel show, airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
It's candy rain in 95. Inside my ride, here we go. You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95. Inside my ride, like here we go. Remember back when we said we were friends? Nobody believed us. They saw what we did. Do you remember back when I would call to see you, even though I know you're busy? You'd always say you were free. Do you remember back when you said that we wouldn't have it, cause you never been into rappers? Ooh, that's when I knew I had to have you. Do you remember back when we were playing with it then? But now we so deep that I gotta learn to swim. Girl, you're like candy, hold it, rain, drop, 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 yeah. Candy, hold it, rain, drop, drop, drop. Candy, hold it, rain, drop, drop, drop. You're like candy, hold it, rain, drop, 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 drop. You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95. Inside my ride, here we go. You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95. Nostalgia inside my ride, yeah. Like here we go. Yeah, thinking about before you say yes. Before we did the flowers in a dress, we would stay up all night, talk so long, had to take an intermission just to find an outlet. Go bed at 4, woke up at 6. When I put the cream in the coffee, I fix. I'm thinking about everything cool when love is brand new. Rather have no sleep than have no you. Ooh, it's kinda weird how when you really, really, really care, you gotta act like you don't really care. I think rejection is our biggest fear. Scared of commitment, I couldn't make a decision, but that's when I brought it to prayer. God was like, yeah, I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, don't start acting weird. Listen, I made a checklist of all the things I like about you. Girl, you had a light about you. You emotionally healthy. Look, I checked through your IG page and you ain't had one selfie. Ooh, you mysterious. Girl, I like that. Got a bad body, never advertised that. Guess your confidence don't never come from where them likes at. All my homies said, where you find that? I'm like, hey, man, I found it in church. Why you still chasing them shorties at twerk? Man, that don't work. When I wrote that verse and Curious, you were the one who inspired it. Look at me now. You got this player to take off his jersey, retire it. You're like candy, coated rain. Drop, 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 yeah. Candy, coated rain. Drop, drop, drop. Candy, coated rain. Drop, drop, drop. You're like candy, coated rain. Drop, 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 drop. You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95. Inside my ride, here we go. You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95. Inside my ride, like here we go.
You're tuned into the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain, playing the hottest in Christian hip hop and R&B.
Reverb, reverb, and echo through my heart. Bring the beat back, man. Reverb, well, to me my flesh is a threat, so now please turn up your effect. Reverb, hold on. Reverb, through my heart.
Reverb Live Show, Reverb Live Crew is definitely in the building. DJ Rain.
Not Awakening Love Before Time. Tracy.
And Candy D3. Take it how you want to.
In the building for you, man. Yo, we were talking about this earlier in the show before we get into today's topic, which is the Reverb Top 10 ways on how to prevent pitfalls in your relationship, which means your relationship or your marriage, don't matter. But we're going to give you the Reverb Top 10 ways on how to avoid those. But we got to check out our live listeners, man. The live listeners been jumping and going on. Shout out to my man, Delight777. Shout out to Sheena B. Encourage. Shout out to Elder Big. This is the first time I think I've seen Elder Big.
That's clever.
I'm surprised he didn't put big in like all caps or
like
something.
big and big.
Big.
Elder Big, baby.
Yes, sir.
He says, I'm out here doing outreach ministry, and I love that.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he's licensed and ordained.
Licensed and ordained to do God's work. Listen, we trying to do God's work in here in the building by trying to give you some Reverb Top 10 ways on how to avoid pitfalls in your relationship. Tracy, start us off.
I'll say the first thing that you got to do is if the person seems attractive to you, well, for a married person, if the
let's
opposite,
preface that.
Yeah, so for a married person, if somebody looks attractive to you, already put a red flag or already put a wall up in such a way that won't allow you to just flirt in an extra, do a little extra flirt, if that makes sense. Whether you're a guy or a girl, because both are accused of it, are guilty of it.
Right.
So Tracy, are you saying that married people should not have cute friends?
No, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have cute friends. I'm saying is that if they think that they are attractive to them, if they're attracted to you, or you are attracted to them in some way, because you may not say it out loud, but in your mind or in your heart, you may feel like, oh man, this person does a little something to me.
Tell it like it is, T.
So if you feel that way, already alert your mind and your heart to think differently. Like, okay, be careful around this one.
Yeah.
He or she is not trying to holler at me, but they doing something to me on the inside. They stirring me up on the inside.
Yeah, that's some self-awareness.
Self-awareness, because that's where it usually starts. You know, you know that person cute, and you trying to have an extra conversation with them.
Extra conversation.
Yeah.
The bell rung already. No,
You still standing there.
Oh, you don't hear that?
D3, give me a good one. Give me a good one with your married self.
I'm gonna have to start with the know thine self. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like you know what you like. You know what I'm saying? You know the weak areas, and if you don't know, you'll find out shortly. Because like T said, you feel the stirring. So just know yourself. We're gonna start there.
Here's a pitfall, and guys may find themselves doing this, and ladies may find themselves doing this as well too. But I would say guys do it a lot more. Just assuming here that they don't mention their wives. Or they don't mention their wife in circles around women. It's like, bro, you need to put that out there.
Yeah.
Just say, oh, you know, man, I was talking to my wife the other day. Just throw the wife word out there. Throw the W word. Just throw it out there.
Mentioning bread, my wife
love bread.
Yeah.
Right.
She eat a lot of bread.
that's such a smart thing to do because it helps protect you guys and women as well. It helps protect married people so that they know, oh, that person is married. Ding, ding, ding.
And he talks about his wife.
Right. Don't look at him like that. Don't look at her like that.
Just put it out there.
Yeah.
All right, top 10 things the way help you avoid the pitfalls in relationships.
I would say don't give away too much too fast.
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay,
good. Like
okay.
when you're dating or when you're trying to get to know somebody.
Yes.
Yes, I love
Don't
that.
give away too much too fast. That person may be attractive, but they may not be an attraction.
Okay,
For-
talk about that a little bit.
For example, when you go to Disney World, they have different attractions. You go into the park, man, they have the teacup ride, they got Dumbo ride, they
Space
got all
Mountain.
Space Mountain. They got so many different facets to them. But you want to stay there and play all day because they have attractions.
Okay.
But if they're just attractive, that's just like, oh, in passing, but no depth to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a difference between the two. One is attractive, one is having an attraction.
Okay, I like
So
it.
so I would say don't give away too much too fast.
Right.
Wait and see if that person has an attraction because they may be fine as wine. I'm telling you, I've come across so many handsome brothers in the gym, at the park, just other places, and they are so handsome, beards and all. Because you know I'm here
come with the whole
because you
nine.
know it's the beards for me.
Right.
But they have no substance. They don't want to know God. They're used to women telling them, oh, they look good and giving them what they want.
Yeah.
So
D, give me a good one, man.
Well, I'm getting mad jelly because T up here getting all kind of love, likes, and Abe, you got a whole Amen corner, and they ironically women. We got Giddy Zoe Queen dropping in, Samantha shouting you out, talking about some right. I'm like, okay.
Sami.
Right. So, and mine is going to definitely be, and this is something I practice, I keep my ring on. Keep your ring on, bro.
That's good.
And here's why. Because even if I'm going to get tempted or someone's going to attack me, anything, or if it begins to be my fault, at the least I know I've minimized 50% of whatever was going to happen.
That's true.
And I'm loving what Sheena said. She said, check the ring finger or the indentation of a ring, because I ain't going to flex. If I take it off, it's still, you can still
mark.
see the
Still should be a
discoloration
line.
of the mark.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that I think, and that's a healthy suggestion, y'all. If you have struggles, at the minimum, keep your ring going so you can at least cut down.
And
half
no
your
confusion.
struggle.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As a single woman, when I look at guys and I'm like, oh, he fine. Let me see, he got a ring. Dang, he got a ring. That's how I think. Oh, he got a ring, and it tells me instantly, don't look at him in that way.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good. That's
Sheena
good. That's
say
good.
handsome and trifling. Okay,
People, we're giving you some Reverb Top 10 pitfalls on what to avoid. Reverb Top 10 ways to avoid the pitfalls in your marriage or in your relationships that you're having. We're going to take a quick break and come back. I got a big request for this song by Mission and Brevden P. It's called, what, Don't Awaken Love Too Soon or something? Yep. I got the track on for you right now. We're going to listen to it and jump back into our Top 10. Don't go anywhere. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Have you liked us yet? Connect with the Reverb Live Show today. Like us on Facebook and follow at Reverb Live Show on Twitter and Instagram.
I love, baby. 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 Now I get it. I ain't even see how I'm tripping. I ain't even really see a difference. All I seen that she was with it. All I seen that pretty frame. Now it's time I think I run a game. Man, I hope she really feel the same, cause rejection always leave me feeling strange. I stepped up to her like, girl, how you doing? She said, I'm fine, and how about you? I said, I'm good, I was just passing through. Said, what's the chances me getting with you? She said, slim to none. I've been focused on the man above. See, my last love, I wouldn't call it love. Her standard high, I just had to love. Man, too early, too early. Don't rush it. Don't awaken love. I love, baby. I love, baby. I love, baby. Don't awaken love. I love, baby. Don't awaken. I've been looking for you. I've been patient for you. I've been hurt before, but I'll be trusting in you. Don't awaken, love. Just wait, it's so much better. Girl, let's do it right. Cause it's something special. Don't wanna rush it, I know about it. All I really love is something about it. I wanna do you right, wanna treat you right. Getting myself right for you. I hope that you know there's no pressure. Take all the time that you need, and I'll be right here waiting. Don't awaken, love. Too early, too early. Don't rush it, don't awaken. I love, I love, I love. Don't awaken, love. I love, I love, I love, baby, don't awaken, love. Don't awaken, love. Don't awaken, love.
The Urban Gospel Show that gives you live interviews, the latest news, and topics that keep you tweeting. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
Reverb Live Show, Reverb Live Crew is in the building. Avoiding pitfalls, Rain.
Attraction, Tracy.
And a whole squeeze D3.
Oh, man. Where'd you get the lemon from? We in the studio. Where you get lemons from?
Because I'm trying to, wait, what's the saying?
Make lemonade.
Yeah, I'm trying to make lemonade out of a bad situation. They
Okay.
after me, D.
I guess. Hey, we are here talking, giving the Reverb top 10 ways. Thought I heard an echo. Top 10 ways on how to avoid pitfalls in your relationship and your marriage. We've got people checking in saying, shouldn't be saying, hey, just stay prayed up.
For sure.
Stay prayed up. That's good.
That's a first, for sure.
And everybody's watching D3 making lemonade over here.
I'm just trying. I'm making it.
All right, let's jump back on this top 10 list, man. I think we're only like on 3 or 4. Let's hurry. Let's see what we got. Tracy, what you got?
I would say don't be afraid or don't feel like you are not cool enough if you have to flee fornication. The Bible says to flee it. Yeah. I literally heard one minister at one time say, the Bible doesn't mean really flee. Baby, what did Joseph do? What?
Miami.
I was like, what did Joseph do? He literally had to run. Whatever you have to do. You can say, wait, whoo, it's hot. Oh, I'm sorry, I hear my mama calling me.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Situation before.
You got to get up out of there. Don't be in that type of situation where you already know what's going down. You know Netflix and chill. It's Netflix and virtually if we need to. We put it on the screen and we watch it together on the screen and then we fall asleep with it. You know, right. Screen share. Exactly.
You know what? That brings up another one I was thinking about. And I in my single days, I fell to this a lot of times. And now as I'm older, I'm like, man, bro, don't do that. That's not wise. Ways to avoid this pitfall in your relationship, because you want this relationship to work. Otherwise, you wouldn't be together. Right. So y'all want it to work. So if y'all dating or if y'all trying to find out more about each other, avoid staying at each other's house too late at night.
Oh, yeah.
That can just lead to other
gonna really
things
find
that
out about each
your
other.
body wants to find out about the
Right.
other body.
Yeah.
And you didn't even want to go down that route.
Absolutely.
It's something about after 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, things just happen after 10, after 11. The later it get, the later things happen.
When the lights go down.
Right.
Yes.
Even when the sun goes down.
Right. For some of y'all, it might be 7. So that's just 10 is rain.
Yeah. 10 o'clock was my shutdown time. I tried to make sure I was in my house by 10 o'clock. I don't care what
In your
happened.
jammies?
Like if we were on a date, yes, let's go on a date. But I can't be in your house after 10 o'clock.
Right.
You
See,
can't
I
be
know
in my
me.
house after 10 o'clock.
I know me. I can't tell myself 10 o'clock because I'll be like, oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Let me see what I can do before 10. But you know, but that's how people think too.
Yes, bro.
Like I would be like, oh no.
Right.
Look,
You start
didn't know.
running. You start eating fast. Get this meal.
Man, hurry up before it's 10.
We be done by 8:39. That's real.
Oh my goodness.
We're trying to give you the Reverb top 10 ways on how to avoid these pitfalls in your relationship
Yes.
or your marriage. D, give me a good one. Give me a good one.
So I'm only trying to give y'all ones that I practice. I talked about the ring, but one thing I'm really trying to get better at, ring, is inviting my spouse places.
Oh, okay.
So yes, and that it's one of those things where it's not out of trying to be sneaky type thing. It's just sometimes I don't naturally do it. One, because I don't know. I just don't. It's not a habit that I've ever like gotten into. And majority of the things I go to, it's not like, oh, couple thing. It's just, it's just a thing.
This is a thing.
And I don't look at it as important. And my wife is important. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just a thing. You're my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I understand that I can't just think that way and expect that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I try to do that for sure.
Tracy, you got one for me.
Yeah, I would say do certain things together that are positive. Don't do anything like, say for instance, some people say, well, maybe you should kiss, maybe you shouldn't kiss. Well, maybe you shouldn't kiss in such a way that's going to ask for more.
That is a real conversation.
Yeah, don't kiss in such a way that you know it's asking for more, and you're not married.
Yeah.
But do things that says, you know what, I want to make sure you're respected, I'm respected. What's a charity that we can donate to together? What's something that we can build on? You know, if you get what I'm saying.
I got one. These are one of the ways that you can avoid the pitfalls in your relationship, in your marriage. It's one for the marriage folk out there. When you're going through tough times in your marriage, it's going to happen, guys. Y'all going to hit a rough patch, no matter how short it is. Do this for me. Do not expose your rough patch to another female.
Yeah.
I know she can be your homegirl. She can be, especially the girl at your job. Please, especially the girl at the gym. She been working out for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You know she in shape.
Right.
Bro, do not expose your pitfalls to the girl at the gym.
Let me help you pick up your marital weight.
You know, that's the same thing vice versa, too.
Yeah,
because
it goes the other way, yeah.
Because if a woman receives a type of attention and affection that she needs, like, oh, man, it's going to be all right, then she can be easily slipped in that area as well.
Yeah.
Or minimizing it. And that's the hard part, too. Sometimes we don't see where it starts. Too, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, dang, wait, because come on, everybody who cheats or does that is not always guilty, and that's the reality. Like, we don't know the statistical percentages, you know, but I'm pretty sure. No, I know that everybody who ends up in a place where they have some marital unfaithfulness don't do it because every intention was to do so. But it's like, where did
it didn't start out that way. How, where, when?
Exactly.
I don't know. It was very, very small, very small little things.
Yeah, for sure.
The big one that we haven't put out there, and then we got to put out there. Tracy touched on it, and it was about I don't know if you explicitly said this, but you said don't kiss in a way that
don't kiss in such a way that asks for more.
For more kissing.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Elongate it.
Yes, and then let's just say you didn't listen to Professor Tracy. You didn't heed her warning.
Right.
Please don't go to the next step and actually have an intimate sexual relationship with this person.
Yeah.
That will throw a lot of things all out of trajectory.
Whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
You're married,
especially
and it's
if you're
somebody
married.
else.
Don't do that.
Ooh, my goodness.
And if you're single out there, don't awaken love too soon. That's one of the biggest things that can awaken the wrong type of love.
Absolutely.
It'll bound you in that relationship for no good reason other than this thing that y'all just did, that y'all just shared. Don't get into that. Trust me. It may feel good. It may be something that you want. Maybe you feel something that he wants. But don't get into that.
Yeah.
Don't give into that pressure. Just don't jump in there. Please don't. You may have just met this guy. Guy might have been dating for a year, and you think, well, we reached our year mark, so now it's time to do our thing.
Yeah.
Don't give into that yet.
Yeah.
Wait until it's set for marriage.
Yes. I know one thing that I would say is to get more understanding in that area. So in the area of relationships, in the area of marriage. I say that because when I was growing up, I didn't know anything about marriage or relationships. My mom wasn't married. Then I saw another married couple that was having hard times or difficulties. So I was like, well, what's the point? I could just do whatever I want and I'll still be okay, have friends with benefits, don't have to be, but pinned down with somebody. But make sure you get wisdom in this area, because it wasn't until I became a Christian that I said, you know what? But as a Christian, you're supposed to be married first before having just being intimate in a relationship with a guy. So it made me think, well, let me learn more about this area. Let me learn about marriage. Let me learn about who I am as a woman. Let me learn about the dreams and the goals that God has given me in life to do. And let me start pursuing that and finding wisdom in these areas. And so that's what I would say. Make sure you get wisdom, and all you're getting, get understanding as well.
We're here giving you the Reverb top 10 ways on how to avoid the pitfalls in relationships and in marriages.
Yeah.
What are people saying out there on our live stream?
Man, we got some folks saying, keep the belt of true bucket around your waist. Keep all your clothes on, and please, that's the best birth control that you can ever use.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
We got other folks saying, don't expose your rough patches to anyone but God. That creates more tension. That's not going to help the situation at all. Create healthy boundaries. And the flesh will never be satisfied. It's like an addiction. It won't be pleased outside of context. So definitely know that.
Nice.
And then, of course, somebody's saying, right, Tracy, again.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Just start a church, why don't you?
No, thank you, sir.
Hey, it's girl time. I'm going to say this and watch me get it.
Right. People, we're trying to give you love relationships. It's the month of February. Also the month of February. Our next show, we're going to have some newlyweds in the building.
Yeah, can't wait for
Tracy, are we looking for people that's been married for over 10 years?
Yeah.
Do we have that couple, or we need that couple?
Yeah, we need couples who have been married for a while.
If you've been married for over 10 years, we need you. If you've been married under 10 years, we need you. Matter of fact, if you're a newlywed, if you got married in the pandemic, we definitely want you on the show.
If you got married 2020, we want to holler at you.
Yeah, that's real.
For those that are even engaged,
yeah,
you haven't even walked down that road yet. Hey, hit us up, Tracy. How can they get in contact
they can
with
hit
us?
us up at info@reverbliveshow.com.
Those newlywed shows are always fun. It's always entertaining. You always learn something.
Yes.
And we're gonna hear stories from them. We're gonna take a little different twist on it, but we're always gonna hear some words of wisdom from our newlyweds and from our married people out there. Yo, listen, that's it for this hour of the Reverb Live Show. If you missed this episode, or if you want to get caught up on some of our past episodes, D3, tell them what they got to do.
You got to go to SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and our YouTube page. Don't just like, but love it, and subscribe at Reverb Live Show.
Or you can hit us up again at info@reverbliveshow.com. We would love to hear from you. Oh, my goodness.
All right, people, that's it for this hour, but stay tuned, stick around. Another hour could be on the way. It's the Reverb Live Show with DJ Rain.
And remember, don't you awaken love before time. If you're single and if you're married, don't you awaken no other love. Just saying, just saying.
Sit yourself down.
Sit down.
The best urban gospel show airing right now. It's the Reverb Live Show, playing the hottest in Christian hip-hop and R&B.
I can't imagine no one else right here with me. You got the magic potion. Sit all over me, girl. We got something special. Take me to my knees when I see you.
When I see you, oh boy, it ain't nothing, nothing. Tell me what you want, babe, it's on me. Oh boy, it ain't nothing, nothing, it ain't nothing. I put that on me, put that on me, I put that on me.
Okay, second letter to my summertime fine. Sublime mind, you find wine, kind die, shine wild, let me drive by. My kind, my mind, defy time, I die fine. No one on my side, you're here with me. And as long as I live, you got both eyelids. Just have 25 kids, I'm joking. But I love the way you mothers the dope, the hocus pocus, a lot of focus, a biblical woman. Spark the romance,